Have you seen those videos on YouTube where you get those silly teenagers that climb skyscrapers, then they hang off on one arm as if that's like something really smart to do? Oh! Gives you kind of an idea of what you're in store for in this film. And welcome to the Ribbit Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my movie review for a film that comes out on Friday in the US. In the UK, it's coming out in mid-September. I'll give the details down below. But for now, let me know your thoughts at what is the best rock climbing, snow climbing movie. You can include documentaries if you want in the comments below. Let's get into it. Best friends Becky and Hunter find themselves at the top of a 2,000-foot radio tower. From the director who gave us Final Score, that film with Bautista and Pierce Brosnan, this film was one that I was really actually excited to watch because I saw the trailer, and I have to say, as trailers go, this trailer is heart pumping. It makes you hold your breath and you're like, damn, that film looks good. Also, it doesn't tease much. It did give me the idea, well, maybe there isn't much of a story except for what you get. And that's not always a bad thing. In fact, that really is kind of what you get. There is a tragedy at the beginning of this film, and that kind of spurs on our characters to where they end up climbing the fourth highest, apparently highest structure, man-made structure to climb in the world. I'm not sure if any of those stats are correct. It's just 2,000 feet. It's really, really tall. A radio tower that looks really rusted. Doesn't give you good vibes in Australia, in the middle of nowhere. Hard to get to. You're not really allowed to go there. But these two decide that they're going to climb it. You know, because you need the clicks. It's worth your life. It's more than that. They're conquering their fear because of something that happened in their past. If you've ever seen a film like Vertical Limit or cliffhanger, you kind of know how this film's going to start, and then you know that some stuff is going to have to go wrong in order for them to, you know, have to deal with either being stuck up there in the air 2,000 feet or trying to get down. What are they going to do? And that's where we have most of our film. Now you're thinking, well, how are they going to spend an hour and a half up in there and make it interesting? Well, we have different takes, we have a little bit of story, kind of flashback, we have interesting ways of making the story to keep you invested. I would say I wanted more climbing sequences. I was hoping there was going to be more. And of the climbing sequences that we got, especially at the beginning, I wasn't believing the characters to be climbers. There were some movements, if you've ever done some climbing, which I have done in my youth quite a bit of, they didn't show that they were straining in their arms or their legs or their feet. It just felt like they were on a line and they were resting safely. I was like, that's not how you hold your body weight. It does hold the tenseness that you want it to. The thing is, they do so many stupid things, or they've made so many stupid decisions along the way that you're already frustrated at the characters because you're wanting them to do other things. Okay, so you put that aside and you want them to survive. There is enough tension there for you to watch the film on the edge of your seat for the most of the film. But then the film starts doing things that irritate you, and then it kind of backtracks that, going, don't worry, there was actually a reason for that. There was a believability will come. So you'll probably get to moments in the film you're like, hang on a minute, that would never happen. And then the film shows you something else in the story, and you go, okay, now I kind of see what you did there. So there is reasoning for that, which I like. Ending for me was bizarre. You'll know it when you see it, and you'll be like, really? I got to that point, and now you've just done this? There's a bit of information and story-wise that I needed to know of actually how this happened to these characters. I needed to know. You can't just do the thing without doing spoilers, which really irritated me because I think actually had you finished off strongly, I would have come away with a better feeling of this. That from the trailer, that's kind of what I wanted. Now there is great tenseness. You'll be holding your breath. There's some fantastically interesting shots with how they shoot the structure itself. It showcases human beings being asses and stupid as well, in amongst having that tenseness, the structure, you're having revealing bits about your relationship that you thought you knew. So dealing with that kind of stuff up there, and then you're trying to, survive. You're trying to deal with the elements, a storm, birds, everything that you could think of that would go wrong in the structure, that happens, and you see how they'll deal with it. And that for me was the interesting part. Now when it comes down to the acting, it's fine. They're not terrible, but I just don't think they had a lot to work with. It does so many things like plot conveniences for them to stay alive or things to happen that you're thinking, oh, how is that even possible? And then it makes it really hard for them to survive, and you think, okay, this is more realistic. So I have a mixed bag of feelings in this. If you like those type of films where the person is stuck and then they have to survive the elements, you know, the kind of shark movies, I enjoy those. I think there is enjoyment here to be had. It just wasn't quite the movie I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't quite this. There's tenseness where you're probably going to find yourself, you've stopped breathing because of stuff that you're watching on screen. That was all good. I needed more of that, more climbing. So I'm going to give this down the middle, 2.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
Ain't no way, Kevin.
Let me know your thoughts down below. Were you looking forward to this? Thanks so much for watching this. Don't forget, there are another 2 reviews here to watch. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.